Why is Noah flood at the center of Abrahamic religions? Why and what did Ham do to his father Noah or his mother? Why did Noah curse the son of Ham? Let's first understand the unnatural born and figure of Noah. The children of the angels Nephilim were white, so Noah's father realized that even Noah had some angelic blood. Book of Enoch 105 verse 1-3. After a time, my son Mathusala took a wife for his son Lamech. She became pregnant by him, and brought forth a child, the flesh of which was as white as snow, and red as a rose, the hair of whose head was white like wool, and long, and whose eyes were beautiful. When he opened them, he illuminated all the house, like the sun, the whole house abounded with light. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, opening also his mouth, he spoke to the Lord of righteousness. Then Lamech his father was afraid of him, and flying away came to his own father Mathusala, and said, I have begotten a son, unlike to other children. He is not human, but, resembling the offspring of the angels of heaven, is of a different nature from ours, being altogether unlike to us. Noah was the end of curse of land. According to Jewish texts, world was cursed by the sin of Adam, land was not giving good products, but after Noah earth became suitable for agriculture. Noah invented the plow, the scythe, the hoe for cultivating the ground. Before him men had worked the land with their bare hands. When God created Adam, he gave him dominion over all things, the cow obeyed the plowman, and the furrow was willing to be drawn. But after the fall of Adam all things rebelled against him, the cow refused obedience to the plowman, and also the furrow was refractory. Noah was born, and all returned to its state preceding the fall of man. Curse of Canaan. Noah's grandson, Canaan, whom Noah cursed, along with his descendants, gave rise to a lineage of people who may have been committed to reproducing the Nephilim by way of action, rather than blood. This is suggested by what Canaan's father, Ham, apparently did to Noah when he found him drunk in his tent. The Bible says he only saw his father naked, but a number of scholars believe he raped him as well, or he raped his mother. Genesis 10 verse 19 confirms Canaan's descendants populated Sodom and Gomorrah. Why would Ham rape his father? Noah lived over 900, so he had Nephilim blood, even following the Lord's restriction to only 120 years of life, referenced on Genesis 6 verse 3. Then the Lord said, My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal, their days will be 120 years. Noah's son Shem also lived 500 years, so this 120 not applied to them, as they already have angelic blood. Ham couldn't produce offspring. Nephilims have difficulty in having a lineage themselves. At those times, people may have believed back then that the patronizing act of a man raping a man, with rapist in the dominant position, may have contributed to the transformation from human to Nephilim, if the victim carried any divine blood. At the beginning we showed that Noah carries angelic blood. The Bible says Noah was spared because he walked faithfully with the Lord, which could mean he wasn't keeping the Nephilim bloodline strong by way of rape. Noah's descendants, except for Ham, did not mix with Nephilims, so their lifespan decreased to normal. But remember, Abraham was 175, but he was considered too old at his time. But like a bad horror movie, curse never ends. How did Abraham exceed 120, if it was restricted? In other videos we'll explain how this happened. Sodom and Gomorrah, 10 non-Nephilim not found. Genesis 18 verse 31 Then he said, May the Lord not be angry, but let me speak just once more. What if only 10 can be found there? He answered, For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it. Since God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, text tries to say there were not 10 innocent people there. Also Sodom and Gomorrah people wanted to rape the 3 angels with Lot. This seems to be the way Nephilims are doing, according to the writers of this text. That is why there are not 10 innocent people, probably no woman in the city. Or even if there are Nephilim women, Nephilims cannot reproduce easily with Nephilim women. That is why they are also not interested in Lot's daughters. Lot's daughters were also of Nephilim blood. So it connects to the beginning. Ham raped his father Noah or mother, his descendants even wanted to rape angels. This is how Nephilims are mixing their blood according to the people who do not know DNA, genetics. The story tries to say that Nephilim cannot reproduce themselves, either they have to find, daughter of man or have dominion over a man to convert them. So the man they raped will pass Nephilim blood to his generations. If we don't understand their thinking, stories seem strange to us.